Hey y'all, how you doing today? 2021 is over, and I will be honest, it was a rough year for gacha. It was a rough year for mobile in general. 2022 is officially here, so that means whenever we look at pre-registration games in the Play Store, they're officially 2022 titles. So I figured we'll go through the handful of games that are available on the Play Store right now. Diablo Immortal. I'm obviously still pre-registered for this game, but it is a game that should have been out years ago. They have had the formula for Diablo games ever since the early 2000s. Ever since the 90s, they've been able to make these games. It shouldn't take them that long to make a mobile port of a game that they've made over 10 times. And I know what it really is just Blizzard being Blizzard saying, hey, we can release the game whenever the fuck we want, you're just gonna have to deal with it, but I have to deal with it, and I don't want to deal with it. Minion Masters Card Battles. Now, this game has been in pre-registration for a long time, so I would expect a very polished game to come out whenever it does come out. It says real-time card battles, but whenever I look at it, I see a boss health bar with like tower defense nodes, so I'm really not sure what to expect, but these two pictures are probably representative of the gameplay. They're not really too unique, you know, human guy with lion shoulder pads is the most common theme in every game ever. These other characters, give or take, but that's just a hard sell that it's going to have a lot of rip-off characters. Of course, Hearthstone and whatever that League of Legends card game is are doing fine. Card games usually do fine, so I would expect this game to be pretty fun, so I have that one on my list. Spin a Spell. This is the epitome of what people hate about mobile games. It is literally a roulette wheel that you spin with in-game currency that you buy with real currency. Gambling made legal on the Play Store. An absolute trash game that's not going to have any fulfillment from your day-to-day life. Its only purpose is going to be to line the pockets of the people that created it, and they're going to dip out immediately, guaranteed. Let's look at the company making Spin a Spell. Forever 9 Games. What kind of games do we have? Forever 9 Games. Piggy Go, Clash of Coins, Island King Pro, Hold'em or Fold'em, Poker Texas Hold'em, so they're all gambling games. Highly rated, very highly consumed, not good for just the community of mobile gamers in general. You should not be able to have an 8-year-old with a cell phone for emergencies decide to buy this game and then just adopt a gambling addiction because of all the bright and beautiful colors that you use to attract the kids. It's fucked, and I think this type of shit should be taken off the Play Store. Now, Rainbow Story Global. This is kind of reminding me of Maple Story in a bit, and whenever you get into what I imagine is the actual gameplay of this picture right here, the HUD looks super cluttered. I do not know why you mobile game developers are making mobile games with console controls, yet you don't allow a port of any sort of controller. You can't use any Bluetooth controller to play most of these games, and you just have an overwhelmingly large HUD. So is it essentially even a mobile game? Why release it to the Play Store if you want it to be a console game? I'm judging because it's probably littered with an extreme amount of microtransactions, but it does look pretty fun. I do like side-scroller games. That Mega Man X Dive game that came out was a side-scroller, and I loved that one. This sort of has the chibi look. I see they're going for that. A lot of people like it. A lot of people don't like it. I'm sort of on the fence. I don't care either way. These characters are in no way unique. I see Little Red Riding Hood and the Big Bad Wolf, as if we couldn't get any more generic with our characters. This is the selling point for me. Seeing these stages that just have like the enemies, and obviously you're going to have to dodge enemies. I would hope there's platforms or mechanics at some point in the game. This could have potential if they actually make it good, but we'll see. Guns Up Mobile. Now, let's watch the video. Is it gonna let us watch the video? Build. Okay. Defend. All right. So that's kind of cool, I guess. Where were we? Pre-registration games. I looked up Guns Mobile because I wasn't sure all what was going on with it from the pictures or the information that they give you, really. But what I found out is that it's kind of like a PvP focused game. You see how we have the left side fighting the right side right here? Well, our character that I saw from the videos of gameplay was on the left, and we were putting up walls and barriers and weapons to try and fight the people on the right that were doing the same thing. So if this is a PvP focused game, that could be really fucking cool, and I hope they do go through with that. Poker Tower Defense. I'm gonna be honest. The characters and the clear skill ups of your cards right here, I'm guessing this is not really about poker. My guess is that the people making this game have an extreme passion for poker and an extreme passion for mobile games and an extreme passion for money. So they are putting all three of them together to bring us this game. It feels like a passion project, but as far as how far it's going to go, Only time can tell with things like this. And it's, never mind. It's by Com2uS. It's not even by Com2uS, it's by the Com2uS Holding Corporation. This is all of the games that weren't even good enough to make it on Com2uS's lists. This is a game that's been pre-coded by a computer that's 20 years outdated. This game is never going anywhere. The Secret of Cat Island. Now this, I could get behind. It's Tetris Farmville, am I right? Now the Secret of Cat Island I could get behind, because this game isn't trying to hide what it actually is. This is Farmville. This is Farmville with cats, and it's also going to be Farmville with minigames. So if you want to sit down and play a game of Tetris or a game of Mahjong, you could potentially just open this game and play those minigames anyways while exploring your cat kingdom and increasing its size. So, all in all, for what it's worth, it might not be everyone's type of game, but it also doesn't seem like a bad game at all. I would be interested in this type of game if I liked these types of games. Toy Army Men Defense Merge. It looks like it has a Figure Fantasy-esque type of gameplay, because in Figure Fantasy it's the same thing, where you have real life sized items and then your little toys running around them, and you think to yourself, oh wow, I recognize that salt shaker head. I've seen that in a Home Depot before, or maybe not even there. Oh, what's he eating? A biscuit and some eggs? Hell yeah, I've eaten biscuit and eggs, and here's my toys right next to it. It's a relatable game, and it looks like it's going to be very PvP focused and PvP heavy. Also, we're going to have another kingdom builder, because you always are able to build kingdoms in games these days. It doesn't look like it's going to be bad at all. The waves apparently go up to the hundreds, which means they probably go up to the thousands. It'll be, if I had to guess, like Bloons Tower Defense meets kingdom building game. Awaken Chaos Era. We'll get to this one last. Turmoil. Casual. Real-time strategy oil field management. Upgrade technology and expand your connections. Buy stocks. This is a video game for 45-year-old oil riggers. This is a game for if you're pushing 50 and you're still a CDL Class A truck driver. And this is what you want to play at your rest stops. It's not going to pop off. It's not going to top charts unless by bots or something like that. Who in their right mind wants an RTS oil field management game? Where did you even come up with this idea? Clearly, this is what people do. They have their real life jobs, their real life professions, and then they start to get a degree in maybe computer science, and they think, oh, making a game is easy. I know a shit ton about the oil rigging system. I really doubt it's going to be good. Let's see the company, Lieutenant Games Global. What have you come out with, Lieutenant Games Global? Every single game here looks like an entirely different game with a wildly massive different rating and number of downloads. So I would expect this to be no different, and after they make this game, I wouldn't expect them to focus on it. I would think they would move on to maybe a Kirby Air Rider game next, or something just completely out of the blue. Bro Archer Chaser Idle RPG. It's a mouthful, but let me tell you why I think this is going to be cool. Did you ever play Archero? If you didn't, Archer.io or however you say it. If you didn't, it's actually kind of addicting. You run through stages and then you get random abilities as you level up and go through the stages, and that's all the game is, yet it's still wildly acclaimed and massively successful. This looks like it's taking that aspect and trying to incorporate a bunch of different RPG and gacha elements into it. If they do it right and don't overcomplicate things, then I think it could really be good. But how good can an idle game really be? We've seen with Mythic Heroes that idle games are reaching peak popularity. People are finally starting to understand, oh wow, I don't have 5 hours to sit on my stupid fucking phone and play a game. Maybe something that I could just open for 30 minutes a day would suffice. Exorcist in Island, a mystery gacha RPG. We see that we have a group of people here fighting some enemies, a Bone Fist, a demon, and this little slug man right here. I like the UI, it seems pretty clean. That looks like it could be fun, and we have an auto function, obviously. Look at all of these stats. I haven't seen fire, water, wind, light, and dark defenses since Digimon World 4 on the GameCube. I didn't know people still thought about stats like these. That's going to be available on this game too, and I am 100% automatically installing it whenever it comes out, because it looks like it's going to be fucking awesome. Island Crossing. It looks like they're combining Mario Party with Animal Crossing and collection factors. It's not anything I would be interested in playing. What is the idea of X-Land? 5,000 downloads, 1,000, 1,000, a 1 million. So they had 2 1 million, 3 1 million downloads. But every other game, how do you go from 1,000 to 1 million? I'm gonna say Island Crossing is a big fat nope. Merge Skyland? Are you fucking kidding me? You only have 5 pictures even. You don't have pictures relevant to gameplay at all. I don't know what the fuck this game is about. What is Merge Skyland? Tell me, Century Games? Your games are like Bingo, an Idle Courier Tycoon. Valor Legends Idle RPG is the only one you have that sounds kind of cool. Yeah, that one does look pretty cool. I'll give you that, but you fucked up by swapping genres. Stop filling my pre-registration list with bullshit like Merge Skyland. Valkyrie Rush Idle and Merge. There is a lot going on the screen here. These Idle and Merge games do not work. I don't understand why these games keep coming out. Maybe it's that they're very easy to make. If you don't know what it is, you see these characters that are like fighting. You summon them, merge 2 of them to get the higher level. Then you have to merge 4 more to get that higher level again. Merge these 2 to get the level 3. And you go through that whole fucking process all the way up to like level 15. And you have sometimes some champion heroes or shit like that. It is just not fun. There is no way to make these games fun. Please change it. Enigmite's Prophecy. Easy to play. Classic, puzzle, fun. It's a bejeweled RPG. We've seen a million bejeweled RPGs. It's just a cash grab. Nothing to worry about over here. We'll move on. Idle Iron Knight. An idle system with automatic battle and offline gold acquisition. Yeah, people usually know what that is. So the HUD over here again looks like you have attack movement and you will move with a control stick. So if that's idle, why do you need all those buttons if it's idle? There's no way that this is going to like succeed. I'm sure this will be fun for a few days for anyone that downloads it though. So Idle Iron Knight might be fun for a little bit. Let's see what else they do and see if this company could actually pop off. Brick Breaker, Air Hockey, World Soccer. You know what? Mahjong, I would say no. Element Craft. I'm sure your advertisements will be just as similar and relevant to a huge dragon breathing fire on legions of undead, and this game is going to be so cool. Cut to, you get to the fucking gameplay and it's something like this. This is what's not okay with these games. And League of Pantheons. This game has also been in pre-registration for way too long. It looks like another generic idle gacha RPG. Just like every generic idle gacha RPG. Now that we've spoken on all of the games available to pre-register, let's talk about a game that's actually going to be pretty fucking good. If you're looking for a mobile game to end all mobile games, look up Jaeger.